So it's the second half of 2024 and I refuse to let another year go by where I don't fulfill my destiny of being a YouTuber. So hello, I'm Elizabeth, I'm 25 and 6 months ago I moved to Vietnam after quitting my job. I'm a huge personal development girly at heart, right? But over the last few months I've started to feel less and less like myself, and I think that has to do with the fact that I've been neglecting some really basic habits that make me feel the best version of me. So in this vlog I'm basically gonna take you along like a week in my life of doing all the things that are important to me to be the best version of me. And that starts with upping my water intake and also getting more steps. So I'm gonna go buy one of those water bottles with a straw because I swear they make me drink way more water. So let's go. Great success. Got a Starbucks cup. It was a really interesting experience in that Starbucks then because there was a lot of people in there and people were looking at me as if, oh, another one of those like YouTube vlogger people. And at least that's what I thought they'd be thinking about me when they were looking at me. But actually, none of those people knew that this is like the first time I've ever filmed myself in public, slash they don't know that this is my first time holding a camera in public and that it's awkward and weird for me as well. So like, it was just a nice reminder that you can't let people's ideas of you or your idea of people's ideas of you control you, because they can be so inaccurate sometimes. Are we on? Yeah. Okay. So this is the first time that I've ever travelled. Everything in my life has changed and I had such a good routine when I was in Manchester, and I've really had to deal with this idea while being in Asia of like, who am I when my entire routine has been taken away? When there's new people, there's new food, there's a whole new temperature to contend with. I also have all of my time free now, so keeping myself accountable is like my priority and nobody else's. It's one of those where I've really had to do a lot of introspection to figure out who am I really and what really is important. The fact that I have to do this again and again in each new place means that I'm being really present about my time right now, rather than just letting it go by and then realising that there was all these things that I didn't do that I actually wanted to because I wasn't paying attention to the time. So I'm gonna just chill, enjoy the beach, go in the sea, and then I'm gonna head home and probably do some journaling. That's the next thing that I need to like really ramp back up again. Yeah, catch you later, I think. This is the start of week 1 of getting back to myself. Okay, right, okay, bye. Bye. The next thing on the agenda is to go to the gym. I've been alright with the gym while I've been here. I've just not been super consistent, but I've been consistent to a degree where I've like, you know, done what's right for my body at any time. But I'm really getting back into it now. I'm gonna go today and take it with me. This is actually really good lighting. I've been consistent in the gym for about 2.5 years now, and I've noticed that once something becomes part of your life, like the gym does, you can be a little bit more flexible with it and more fluid with it. The same as like, you eat every single day, but sometimes you eat earlier because you're more hungry, and sometimes you eat later, and sometimes you just skip a meal because you're too busy or you're not really feeling it or whatever. Being strict with the gym helps in the beginning, You know, once the gym is part of who you are, you don't actually need to put that much pressure on yourself. You're not condemned to living the rest of your life where Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you can't do anything because you've got to go to the gym. If that works for you, then fine. But your life doesn't have to be like that forever. But yeah, that's just a mid-gym thought. Back to work. You can't tell I wasn't wearing shoes. The internet's not real. Oh my god. So I've just got home. This is a perfect opportunity for two things. One, I'm gonna get in the shower and I'm gonna do a full everything shower. Sometimes it feels like putting all that time into self-care is wasted time, but especially here when you're exposed to so much like air pollution and also just the heat, like I'm sweating like never before. It's really time for me to start prioritizing that again. And then next, I'm gonna order some really good food, like really clean, simple food. This entire time that I've been away, I've always justified eating more healthy stuff, even if it does cost a little bit more, because food, in my opinion, is one of the most important things that you could possibly invest in, because everything that you eat literally becomes you. You regenerate as a person with the cells that you produce by eating good food. So if I want to be the best version of myself and I want to be happy and healthy, then the food that I eat has to reflect that as well. This is really good lighting. Also, I feel like I suit being a YouTuber. I'd be a great YouTuber if I could actually just produce one coherent thought. That'd be great. Also, I'm thinking, this was supposed to just be B-roll, but I'm interrupting my B-roll to actually speak. I'm also thinking maybe I should start meditating. I know that people say that, like, even though I journal in the morning, what I actually don't do is just take a moment to like be present. For one, it's just like a get up and go. But also, I actually should set my intentions, because right now it feels like there's some sort of like, I don't know, is cognitive dissonance the right word, between like how I want to act and how I do act when I'm like caught off guard, or in a moment when I'm not thinking. And I'm trying to think, like, do I need to actually set intentions for myself for the day of who I am, how I want to be, and sort of like step into that, rather than just sort of having like an abstract idea of it in general. Something to think about. Anyway, back to the B-roll. My wardrobe's been very basic in Vietnam, but I think I've learned to love it in a way. I also realised how important comfort is, that also is stylish. I don't know, I don't really know what my style is. My food's not here, so that's good, because I'm starving. Tell me that is not exactly what you want after a gym session. Okay, I'm about to set off to meet my friend Anna, and my grab's about to arrive, so I'll see you in a sec. I know, but I was, oh my god, yeah, I just got the word money, but in sick with.
Oh, it's kind of like my eyes just when it kind of does.
Sometimes I feel like working while travelling is a bit of a contradiction in itself, because first of all, which one do you prioritise, working or travelling? Because both of them seem like finite opportunities in some way. But also, I really didn't anticipate how much I'd have to deal with this like nagging discrepancy between, if this is my only chance to really work on my own projects and get my own stuff off the ground, then when it comes to the end of this, am I going to wish that I'd worked harder? But then if it doesn't work out, then will I look back on this time and think, oh, I really wish I'd have enjoyed it more, because now it seems like I've also wasted this time where I could have been enjoying just everyday life. I think it's like, obviously it's a balance, but it's one of those things where I'm trying to figure out where that balance needs to be set. So, the only thing left on my list of things that I need to do to feel good is to get some work done. I'm just trying to like keep that up and keep myself accountable, and then I get a really good like 4-hour flow state of work done, that's when I feel my best as well. So I'm gonna try and get that done now. Okay, so it's the end of the week and I'm already feeling a lot better, but there's like a couple of takeaways that I've had from the week. First of all, it's okay to not always be the best version of yourself. It's literally part of what it means to be a person on the planet. Sometimes things are hard and sometimes things are weird, and it's okay to lose yourself sometimes, because that means that you can find that person again and find a better version of it and reflect on whether the person that you find is still the person that you want to be. And the other thing is that happiness is a choice. Not only is happiness a choice, but also everything in the world and the way that we perceive it is a mirror. And whatever you seek to find, you will get back, and it will be reflected to you exactly how you intend to see it. So I've learned to try and put out positive energy so that I can get it reflected back to me. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed or got something out of this. No matter what sort of happens in life, I feel like being able to document how I'm moving through life and all these different like aspects of who I want to be is going to be beneficial in the long run. So I'm proud of myself for actually doing this. Yeah, I might see you in the next one. I don't know. Okay, bye.